When you were finding Jungkook because Mrs. John told you to call him for lunch but you couldn't find him. When you heard some noise from the basement so you quickly went towards it. When you entered inside the basement you saw something which shocked you. Your heart started beating so fast that you couldn't believe what you just saw and quickly you ran towards its direction. Flashback. Jungkook on call. Who is it? Who killed Lily? Detective. It's Mark, sir. Jungkook's anger rose to its peak after knowing the truth about his best friend. He found out that his best friend killed Lily. But why? So to find it out, he ran towards the basement and called Mark there. When Mark came, Jungkook pointed his gun towards Mark. Mark shocked. Hey bro, calm down. What are you doing? I am Mark. Jungkook burning in anger. I can see that clearly, you murderer. Mark got shocked after hearing it. Mark. Jungkook, bro, you can see? Wow, that's amazing. But why are you calling me murderer? I didn't kill anyone. Jungkook's anger boiled. Shut your mouth or I will not hesitate to shoot you. I know the truth, you idiot. Mark. Oh, so finally you found out, huh? But Mr. Lazy Mafia, you learned the truth so late. And you can see now, but how? And when your eyesight come back, huh? Because according to my plan, doctor didn't prescribe you the correct medicine, I guess, right? So how can you see? Mark said all this so confidently and raised an eyebrow. Jungkook surprised. You did all this? Why? I said answer me. He shouted. Mark calmly. Oh, relax bro. I will tell you everything. But calm down first. And yeah, if you know the truth, then why are you asking me to say, alright fine, yeah I killed Lily. Because your smart wife, or I should say, my love which you stole from me, she got suspicious about your case and she told her detective friend Lily to find it out. And a really smart detective friend Miss Lily found out that I was the one who did the brake fails. So I have to kill her. Because I can't let my plan to flop. Jungkook looked at Mark with so shocking expressions and in disbelief because he didn't knew that Mark was the one behind this accident. Jungkook, why? Why you did that? I didn't do anything wrong with you. I always considered you as my best friend. But you tried to kill me? Mark, best friend my foot. I never considered you as my friend. You were always my enemy. From the first day we met. And you stole the love of my life from me, my wine. The day I decided to propose her, you proposed her first and she became your girlfriend. And this was a very small reason, I know. But the main reason behind everything I did was he stopped as he heard some footsteps. Mark, what are you doing, Jungkook? How can you do this to me? Why can't you trust me? I was always loyal to you and you? He started acting like an innocent person. Mark, I didn't did anything. You really have two sides. You behave so nice in front of your family and wine, but your real side only I know. You can kill anyone. I just fought with you a little and you are trying to kill me. What if someday wine fought with you? You can even kill her. You can't love someone truly. Jungkook was shocked by his words. He didn't knew what he was saying when he heard his name. Present. As you entered the basement, your eyes widened in horror at the sight before you. You shouted Jungkook's name as you heard Mark and saw Jungkook pointing the gun in Mark's direction. You ran towards Mark when Jungkook told you to leave. Vine worried and disbelief. What are you doing, Jungkook? Are you out of your mind? Jungkook trying to control his anger. Vine, I said you don't know anything. What's going on? So just leave. It's not safe. Mark, safe? Yeah, Vine, it's not safe for you. He can even kill you. Jungkook's anger boiled and he shot Mark on his shoulder. Your eyes widened and you got so scared when you looked at Mark. He was laying down on the floor, holding his shoulder and hissing in pain. You quickly called the ambulance when you looked at Jungkook in anger, afraid and disbelief. By hearing the sound of gunshot, whole family came in the basement and got shocked after seeing the horrible view. Tear escaped from Sarah's eyes as he ran towards Mark and put his head in her lap. She was crying so much after seeing him in pain, When ambulance came, but Jungkook told not to send him to hospital, but Sarah protested against Jungkook. Jungkook angry shouted, "Sarah, I said leave him. He's a murderer. He's dangerous." Sarah, crying and angry, shouted, "I will not listen to you. You are dangerous, not he." By saying this, she left. But Jungkook's man held Sarah as Jungkook told them not to let Sarah go. But ambulance took Mark with them, and Jungkook held your hand and took you towards your room. When Sarah found a chance to run, and she ran towards ambulance and went with Mark. When Jungkook took you towards your room, whined, "Leave my hand. You are heartless, Jungkook. You were not like this before. What happened to you now? How can you hurt someone, especially your best friend?" Jungkook was already frustrated by all the truth he had heard from Mark, and he was so triggered at this point, so he didn't want to talk much as he don't want to hurt you out of anger. But you were just talking and being stubborn to go and see Mark when Jungkook shouted, "Jungkook, whine, shut up." When you turned silent after seeing him with such a scary expressions, and Jungkook quickly noticed your expressions. Jungkook, I'm sorry. By saying this, he locked you in the room and went downstairs because he knows that you are so stubborn and will try to escape. When he reached down, he noticed that Sarah was not there when one of his men told him. Mark ran after reaching the hospital, and Sarah ma'am was also with him. We just checked the CCTV of the hospital. After hearing this, everybody in the house got worried about Sarah when Jungkook told the truth to Mr. and Mrs. John about his accident and Lily's murder, and he even told everyone that his eyesight came back and he can see. Mr. and Mrs. John got happy about it, but also worried about Sarah. He quickly tried to track Sarah's phone, but she left it at home and Mark's phone location was off. But still he told his men to find out about him. He tried whole day to find out but couldn't found any clue. He was so stressed and worried about Sarah. When he went back to room at night and opened it when you were sitting on the bed doing something on the phone, and don't even looked at Jungkook. Jungkook, come down, let's eat something. You must be hungry, and by the way, I'm sorry for locking you here. You were still ignoring him. Jungkook noticed it. Why are you ignoring me? Wine looked at Jungkook. Huh? Did you say anything? Jungkook sighed. Jungkook, yeah, come and have dinner. Wine, I actually had my dinner already. Jungkook confused. Huh? How? Wine pointed towards her mouth. From here. Jungkook chuckled. Jungkook, haha, so funny. I'm serious, Wine. Wine, then go to hospital. What are you doing here? Jungkook was now frustrated and laid down on the bed without saying anything. Wine, did you eat anything? Jungkook spoke by keeping his eyes closed. Nope. You looked at him. Why so? Jungkook, don't have appetite. Wine, Mom told me about Sarah. Jungkook hummed and you sighed and went downstairs. You took the plate of food and came to Jungkook. You put the plate on the table. Wine, Jungkook, Jungkook. Wine, yeah, wake up and talk to me properly. Jungkook, I am already answering you. Wine, but see in my eyes and then speak. Jungkook opened his eyes and sat straight on the bed, and you took food near him. Wine, eat it. Jungkook looked at you. I told you I'm not hungry. Wine, and I told you to eat. When you asked him to open his mouth and forcefully feed him the food, when Jungkook was just staring at you silently and eating. Jungkook, you should also eat something. Wine, I told you that I already ate. Jungkook, but how? I locked you here. You looked at him. Jungkook, you are heartless, but not your mom. She unlocked the room and gave me food. We both ate here, and then she told me about everything, even about your accident. And don't worry, I know Sarah will be fine because she have you as her brother and you will save her. But for that you need energy, so eat properly. Jungkook looked at you, that how you were behaving so normally even after knowing everything about Mark, about Lily's murder, and that how you are strong. But before he could say anything, you spoke. Vine, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for shouting at you and not trusting you. But it was just so weird and unbelievable for me to know that Mark killed my bestie. And when I saw you pointing the gun at Mark, I was really scared. And when you shot him, it was more shocking. At that time, you were looking so scary, like you can kill anyone who will come in front of you. I have never seen you like this. I never seen someone got shot in front of my eyes in my whole lifetime. And when I saw it, I was so scared. I was even scared of you. Jungkook took the plate from your hand and put it aside and held your hand when your heart started beating so fast. Jungkook, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for scaring you. But trust me, I will never hurt you again. Killing is so far. And the girl which Sarah used to mention was none other than you. This was what I wanted to tell you. She knew that I loved a girl, but she didn't saw her. You felt so good after hearing this, but you tried to behave cool, like it never bothered you, and you don't care. Wine. I don't. You were going to say when Jungkook spoke. Jungkook, I know you care, and stop lying about your feelings. You can't lie to me. Always remember this. You were just looking at him and your heart started beating fast as he came closer to you. Jungkook, do you love me, Vine? Your heart skipped a beat and you gulped after hearing him. Jungkook, tell me, he said while looking deep into your eyes. Your and his face were just inches apart and you were feeling like your heart will come out today. His breath brushed over your face. Vine, you hesitated to speak when you stood up. Vine took a deep breath. I don't care, and I don't love you. I just hate you. You said while seeing in other direction. Jungkook chuckled. Jungkook smiled. Your hate loves me, Viney. You know. You quickly laid down on the bed and closed your eyes. Your heart was beating so fast. Jungkook also laid down, but after around 10 minutes, you sat up and called him, but he was already asleep. Vine, should I wake him up? Yeah, I should, because what if I forget to tell him this? You called him and he woke up while rubbing his eyes. Jungkook, yeah, what happened, Vine? Do you need anything? Vine, yes, I want to tell you something. Jungkook sat straight on the bed and looked at you. Jungkook, what do you want to say? Tell me. Wait, do you want to confess your feelings? You hit his arm lightly and looked at him seriously when he also turned serious. Vine, I just wanted to tell you that Sarah was in love with Mark. Jungkook got surprised. Jungkook, Sarah told you this? You nodded. Jungkook, that's why she was behaving like that. I was also feeling suspicious that why she is behaving so crazy for Mark. By telling him this, you laid down and Jungkook looked at you, confused. Jungkook, only this? Vine, yeah, only this. Now don't disturb me. I'm feeling sleepy. Good night. By saying this, you slept. Jungkook thinking, was I disturbing? She was the one who disturbed me. Oof, this girl is still the same. Drama queen. By saying this, he also laid down and slept. Next day, Mark called Jungkook. Mark, hey bro, what's up? I hope you're boiling your blood, right? Jungkook angry and worried. Shut up and tell me where is Sarah. Mark, oh wait, I'm telling you, why are you always so desperate, huh? Acha, now listen, come to Dash place, but don't show any smartness, alright? Otherwise you know your pretty fool sister is with me, and if I can kill my friend, that I can kill this girl too. Jungkook, don't you dare to touch my sister, otherwise you know what I can do. Mark, I can dare to do anything I like, bro. So just keep your voice low in front of me. By saying this, Mark cut the call and Jungkook get ready with his guns and his team to go to save Sarah. When you came, Vine, are you going somewhere? Jungkook, yes, to save my sister from the devil. Vine worried, are you going alone? It must be dangerous. Jungkook held your shoulder. I am going on a mission with my team to rescue my sister. And don't worry, I used to go to more dangerous missions in college time. I will be fine. By saying this, he went towards the door when you spoke. Wine. Take care. He looked at you and gave you a reassuring smile. You were feeling so scared and worried for him. When Jungkook went to the address, he saw Mark and they started fighting. When Mark's men also came and surrounded Jungkook. When Jungkook's team also came from behind and they all fight, Mark somehow escaped from there and Jungkook got shot on his shoulder. During the fight, Jungkook's team tried to follow Mark but failed and came back home. When you saw Jungkook, your eyes widened. By seeing his shirt full of blood, your heart skipped a beat and you ran towards him. You quickly called the doctor. Mr. and Mrs. John already slept as it was too late. Wine, shocked and worried. Are you fine? Wait, let me bring something. But what should I bring? Why doctor is taking so long? You took a piece of cloth and put it on his shoulder to stop the blood as you don't know anything about first aid. Wine, worried and panicking. Jungkook, blood is not stopping. It must be painful, right? Why can't you take care of yourself properly? Are you a kid? What the hell? Wait, let's go to hospital. Come. Jungkook was sitting on the bed and was smiling from inside by seeing you. Jungkook, I'm fine, Wine. Don't panic. Wine still panicking. Don't panic? Really? You just came in front of me with body covered with blood and how can I not panic? When doctor came and started treating him, when he removed his shirt, his shoulder and chest was covered with blood and you turned your face in another direction because you can't see him covered with blood. Firstly, he was wearing a dark shirt in which blood was not much visible. Doctor treated him and everything. Doctor, he is totally fine. As the bullet just passed, it don't get inside the body. You nodded when Jungkook and doctor both were looking at your worried face. Doctor, Jungkook, you're really lucky to have a wife like her who is so worried about you. Doctor laughed and went from there. Jungkook smiled and said, I am really lucky, no doubt. Right, Wine? Jungkook looked at you smiling. Jungkook, why were you so worried? Wine, why are you talking stupid, huh? You just got shot. How should I behave? Should I dance that wow you got shot today? Jungkook chuckled. Jungkook, why do you care, huh? You said you don't care about me. Why? I do. I obviously don't care, but I'm a good human. That's why I got worried by seeing another human injured. That's it. Jungkook in mind. Really stubborn, Wine. You're really stubborn. Jungkook. Alright. You looked at him when you saw him making serious face and looking in another direction. Wine thinking, did I hurt him? Yes, maybe. Jungkook, what if I go to mission and got injured again? You looked at him with seriously worried expressions. Wine angry and worried. Are you out of your mind? What rubbish are you speaking? You know what? Just do one favor. Keep your mouth shut because whenever you open your mouth, you just speak rubbish. Jungkook looked at you with blank face and then sadly laid down on bed without uttering anything and slept. Wine thinking, he is really heartless. Did he know how it feels when someone you love leaves you? Did he know how it feels to see your loved ones hurt? Idiot. If he knows that I love him, then why he tries to hurt me? You laid down and tried to sleep, but you were thinking that maybe you hurted him by your words. Whereas, he was smiling on the other side because he was acting to be serious so that you could express your feelings for him. Jungkook POV. If you are a drama queen, then I am also a drama king. I learned acting from my wife. He smiled and slept.